What's up, guys? This is Higgins from Legal Automations. I'm on a quest to try out every filament in every color, and on today's episode, we're taking a deep dive into Overture's PETG that's transparent. Not really doesn't work well if I say intransparent. So, anyway, we're going to get this opened. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as some filaments to get open, so I do need the box cutter just to get over that. I do like the fact that this came in one of those Mylar bags that are so useful in the event that you need storage, and keeps it safe from moisture as well as UV light. One of the things, though, that particularly enjoyed about this is the fact that I believe that, yep, it has those tabs that are useful to get open pretty easily. So we're going to get this opened as I struggle with said tabs. Get it all opened and everything, and it's resealable by the looks of it. Anyway, this is the color. It's clearly transparent, so very glass-like, frosted kind of thing. Anyway, we're going to see what we can do to get this clear. Anyway, as you know, here at Legal Automations, we always dry our filament, and this one for at least 6 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the filament dryer, and I will see you shortly for the benchy. All right, so those of you all who don't know, we always print a benchy in the generic PET or generic settings from Bamboo Studios anytime we're working with new ones. So this one should take a little over an hour for whatever reason. Just takes a little bit longer today, so we're going to get that printed as well as all the test prints, and I'll be able to show you what the results are. Anyway, first off, we have here are the test prints. First off, we have the benchy, which, again, printed in generic settings. As you can see here, it's very, a little bit clouded, and I attribute that just to the temperature that this one would print at. Not as clear as I would like. You can see some issues there with everything. We're going to see about rectifying that. No real other issues beyond just the weird kind of color discoloration kind of thing, and I'm going to see what I can do to fix that. Next up, we printed the dimensional cube, and this one turned out really well. 40 by 40 by 40 in VOS mode. This is where transparent PETG really shines in VOS mode, just because you can see through it for the most part. This one had a slight magnifying effect as well. Anyway, the temperature tower kind of shows this. I'm not sure if it really picks up well on camera, but basically, the hotter you run this, the more clear that this filament kind of became. So I'd recommend running this relatively hot. I think for this one I ran at 260 and it was pretty good. Retraction test ended up being well. No real issues there. Max volumetric speed test. This one performed admirably. Again, 28 millimeters per second cubed, without any issues in gloss or anything. Next, we had the overhang test, and the overhang test did fail at about 60, 70, I believe, 70. So just make sure you have filament if you're looking for some finer detail. So we got the things dialed in, and we were able to print a much better benchy, a little bit clearer. Did still have some artifacts with like just the internal structure and that kind of thing. Anyway, at time of filming, this was about $16.50 per kilo, which is a great deal, just something to kind of look forward to if you're working with this filament. Anyway, my overall thoughts on Overture's PETG in, transparent. This one looked great, turned out very well, no real issues anywhere. I was very impressed with it. If you're looking for a transparent PETG, this is something that you might want to look into. Anyway, if you like this type of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe.